time now to look at what happened at the AFEX Commodities Exchange. For the week ended 7th of November, the AFEX Commodity Market summary was mostly green. For more now, let's talk to Eniola Kindele, Market Data and Research Analyst with AFEX, joining us from our Abuja studio. Great to have you on the program.
Hi, good morning.
All right,
it's nice to be here.
Great to have you. Let's have a rundown of activities on the exchange.
Okay, thank you. On our trading platform last week, we saw a bullish performance across our key indicators. Our total turnover increased by 12%, moving from 1 billion naira to close out at 1.12 billion naira. Our total volumes traded increased by 14.89%, moving from 3.2 million contracts to close at 3.6 million contracts. Also, our total number of deals increased by 4.85%, moving from 371 deals to close at 389 deals. Across our key indicators, our commodity index remained flat with 455.71 basis points, while our export index declined marginally by 0.07%, moving from 202.48 to 202.33 basis points. For our total volumes traded, we saw that maize is responsible for bulk of the change, as it accounts for over 70% of the percentage change. For prices across our commodities, maize increased by 5.19%, totaling a gain of 11 naira 15 kobo to close at 226 naira 15 kobo. Also, paddy rice gained marginally, totaling a percentage increase of 0.07% to gain 21 kobo to close at 286 naira 7 kobo. Same thing for cocoa, which gained 3.94%, equating to 55 naira gain to close at 1,450 naira per kg, while the prices of our other commodities were flat. To know more about our commodity, kindly visit our website at africanexchange.com. And also, to trade on our platform, kindly download our app, COMEX, on Play Store and iOS Store.
Coming from paddy rice and maize, right there. Thank you so much. That was Eniola Kindele, Market Data and Research Analyst at AFEX. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, let's take the conversation further now. Every season, trends influence the production and output volumes of commodities and food systems, makes it pertinent to leverage accurate and reliable data to track the supply and demand of food and unlock potential of commodities for the benefit of every key player in the agricultural value chain. It's what the AFEX Commodities Exchange seeks to achieve with the crop production report to review the new trends in the agricultural value chain. For more now, let's talk to David Ibidakpo, Head Market Data and Research at AFEX. Great to have you on the program.
Thank you, Ladi. Good morning.
Good morning.
To be here.
Yeah, so you'll be quite consistent with the annual crop production report. What can we expect, from the report this year?
Yeah, thanks, Ladi, for that question. So over the last 3 years, we had, like you rightly said, we had consistently released a wet season crop production report where we try to forecast production levels across key commodities that we are exposed to and we believe form the major commodities that households, like key staples that household consumes, right? This year, we did the same thing, trying to also look at the activities of farmers during the wet season, try to look at those factors that were key in affecting the planting season this year, and also try to look at some policy actions that we believe the government can take in ameliorating or fixing challenges around the food system, right? We're excited to bring this edition this year also, and we will be having the launch on the 16th of this month, so where we launch our first crop production survey report. And in that report, one of the major things that we will be showing or that are detailed in that report are our production forecast for across commodities and those key factors that affected planting season this year, and also some level of recommendation to policymakers, and also how we believe investors can actually take position in the coming season.
All right, talking about factors, affecting the agricultural value chain, are there new challenges, propping up at this time?
Oh, yes. If you look at historically, right, so there are some factors that have been historically fundamental, affecting farmers, affecting Nigeria's food systems, and affecting our ability to meet or to achieve that aim of food security in the country, right? And that speaks to a lot of factors like access to finance, low storage capacities, challenges in across access to market and the likes, right? However, in the last 2-3 years, we've also seen some external shocks affecting the Nigerian food systems. And you would agree with me that Nigerian food systems have proven to be highly vulnerable to external shocks, be it, so we saw the COVID-19 pandemic, we saw the lingering effects also in 2021. Now we are seeing the Russia-Ukraine war also affecting the food system, and also shocks around climate changes and the likes, right? So these are very key, and the question now is what would be the next big factor affecting the Nigerian food system next year or next 2 years or in the next 5 years, right? So these are a lot of worries for the Nigerian food system, and we need to, and just like the report is going to be detailing some of the ways we can mitigate some possible effect of some factors that we cannot really see or we don't know would come, right? And we think this is actually very important, and these are really factors that are really threatening Nigeria's food security and food systems.
And the importance of, data cannot be overemphasized. How would this crop production report, what else can we expect, from it?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We cannot underemphasize or overemphasize the importance of data and information, right? Because we believe one of the key objectives of this crop production report, which we believe will continue to be consistent at over the across years, is that it will actually give policy makers some ideas into what is affecting farmers, because the smallholder farmers are very critical to achieving food security in the country, right? Because they produce about 80% of what we consume in the country, right? So we believe this report would actually serve us, because we did a lot of analysis, we did a lot of data gathering and survey, right, to churn out this report, and we believe that a lot of this information will be useful for policymakers, will be useful for investors that are currently exposed into in the commodity space, and will also be useful for even private organizations, for processors and key stakeholders across the value chain, right? And one of the biggest objective that we see or we hope to achieve with this report is to see a good synchronization between the efforts of policymakers and also private organizations in driving growth and prosperity in the industry.
I'll definitely be looking out for that report. But does it provide an outlook for future commodity prices?
Oh, yes. We believe in a strong way that production levels actually has a very key affects prices a lot, right? It forms like the fundamental, the basis for price movement in a new trading season, right? So in the report, what we're able to do was to also detail some factors even beyond our production outlooks for commodities, and some factors we believe are actually key and very critical in that would determine the movement and the direction of prices in the coming trading season, right? And we believe that so we're able to highlight some factors around the FX crisis that we are seeing, some factors around the redesigning of the Naira, factors around demand level, and also the expansion of capacity from even processors, which we believe would increase demand and also further pressure prices amid a bleak outlook for production this year, right? And we believe that there are a lot of factors, and the report actually detailed it there. And very, very critical are factors that we believe that investors should watch out for, that could actually help inform their decision making as to when to have a hold position, a buy position, or a sell position.
Yeah. Investors do need all of this information. Thank you so much. That was David Ibilakpo, Head Market Data and Research at AFEX. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Ladi, for having me.